this because I don't think I made it clear last time that I have done the crossword already. And what I'm trying to do is to recreate the process that I went through. And in the recreation, obviously, I'm doing it more quickly than I did for real. It took me about 40 minutes, I guess. And going through it, I'm going to go through it much more quickly. So I didn't want to be disingenuous, like I'm just knocking this thing out instantaneously. So hence I'm going through it again. Which, I mean, maybe that was obvious last time. I don't know. So it's 27th of September. This is the Jersey Evening Post cryptic crossword, which is a really nice cryptic crossword if you're new to cryptic crosswords. And I'm not very good at cryptic crosswords. I can't do the Times. I can just about manage the Telegraph if I spend the day on it. There's one in our local newspaper which I really like. The National Education Union publishes a monthly magazine, and the crossword in there is great. So this is a very accessible cryptic crossword. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through it as if I was doing it for the first time, trying to recreate my thought processes as I went through, and explaining how I answered it, which may be of no interest to anybody, but I'm doing it anyway. So I'm going to start by doing all the across clues. Light-hearted teasing of part of the foot of a bird. I'm immediately thinking joshing because of light-hearted, but that doesn't fit in any kind of way with the rest of it. And then I'm thinking foot of a bird, a claw, a talon. Nothing seems to leap out to me. Looking for an anagram, can't see it. Next one. Places to sleep in the county. So that's fine. So I know that. So in the UK, there's a county called Bedfordshire, and its abbreviation is BEDS. There's Bedfordshire, Buckinghamshire, and Berkshire, and they're Beds, Bucks, and Berks. Spelt Berks, pronounced Berks, because we like to make life difficult for our visitors. Rest quickly after a meal. The first time I saw that, I didn't get anything. And then when I got it, I was really annoyed with myself for not getting it first time round. Eastern team were in front but were expelled. Nothing. I get nothing from that. Ejected, expelled, but it doesn't fit, so no, nowhere. Possibly debar facial hair. Okay, so I like anagrams, and possibly debar is an anagram. Debar is an anagram of facial hair, which is beard. So I got that one straight away. Just claim it's a name. I got this one as well. A claim, well, it's a name. A name could be a title, and a claim is a title. I have title to such and such. It means I claim ownership of. So I got that one. Intend to be stingy. I thought this was about bees or wasps, and then I realised, oh no, it's not stingy. It's stingy, and then I realised that it was mean. I got that pretty swiftly. Mean, intend to, stingy, mean, tight. You know. Vagrant on a merchant ship. Now, I got this straight away, and I was very pleased with myself because there's a thing called a tramp steamer. I think there's a tramp steamer, but there's also obviously a vagrant who is a tramp, and I'm pretty confident about the tramp steamer thing. So I was straight in with that. Instrument, one can get another one in. I immediately thought this was horn because it's 4 letters and it's an instrument, but I couldn't see how that worked. And so I didn't write it down. A flower came up. I saw flower, and I know that flower could be pronounced flower, and so it could be a river. And so I was trying to find a river out of all of that, but I couldn't, so I moved on. Possibly slain with tax. It's another anagram. Very happy about this. Possibly slain means slain rearranged, another possible arrangement of slain, meaning tax, and of course that's nails. So move on, and atom is split by Chinese communist. It's an anagram of atom is, and so I went with Maoist. like that. No bat mind can be used for this game, and I got this one straight away as well because no bat mind. Immediately, it's a contrived sort of construction. So I think it's an anagram, and then it's an anagram of a game, and I immediately saw that it was badminton. Badminton. There's a joke, isn't there, about a cat that chases shuttlecocks, and you say it's a cat called Minton, and it chases shuttlecocks, and you say badminton. Yeah, not a very good joke. Excursion, visiting ancient city. I wrote on my little piece of paper, I wrote Troy and I wrote trip. And then I moved on because they weren't right. Impudence or big head, also showing impetuosity. I immediately thought big head means the letter B because it's the head of big. So it's something beginning with B, so it's like bolshiness. But bolshiness doesn't fit because it's 10 letters, not 9. So that's all the across clues that I could do. So let's have a look at the down clues. Not partial to the thing I have. Doesn't do anything for me very much. Modern speech showing dependence on drugs. I didn't get that first time round. It's next time round, I think then it makes a bit more sense. Said to have listened to the animals. 4 down. Said to have listened to the animals. So I thought about this for a while, and I thought said to is going to mean it's a thing that it's like it's a homophone. It's words that sound the same. And the animals, it's in capital letters, so it implies the band. But I was pretty certain, and I'm correct, that it's herd. So a herd of animals, a group of animals, listened to, heard, said means it's a homophone rather than it's the actual word. So part of a film in which Stephen Hendry takes part. I wrote several things down. He's a snooker player, which if you're not a UK doer of these crosswords, you're going to find that quite tricky. He's a great snooker player, one of the greats. And snooker has various things. They play on a table with balls. There's a break at the beginning, but that would be the wrong spelling of break. Then I thought maybe it was a bit punnier than that, and he was a potter. And so part of a film, and there's the Harry Potter films, but it's only 5 letters. So I had to move on. Ailing member of the company. I got this. Another word for company is firm. And if you're a member of the company, you're in the firm. And if you're ailing, you are infirm. So, that's inform. I need infirm. So I got that. So I was pleased about that. 7 down. I got this one as well. Truncheon, keeping the company quiet. Company is co. And then a truncheon beginning with co would be kosh. And of course the sh at the end is sh. So it's company quiet. Kosh. Kosh is an English word for a small truncheon. Something maybe it's the kind of thing that a ruffian might use in a brawl. A ruffian, my goodness me. Hat taken from scribe, returned. Okay, I got this. From often means that it's going to be found within the words that follow. So if you take the end of scribe and the beginning of returned, you get beret, which of course is a kind of hat. So I got that. Where did I go to next? I probably went to here. Carries animals. Animals, bears. I mean, you can almost see the word bears is there, but bears means carries and bears are animals. So that was all fairly straightforward. Got that. I didn't get this. 12 down. He expects interest to be shown. I thought it was some sort of an investor or something of that sort. He expects interest to be shown. So he wants his money to earn interest. But I didn't get it. And then he, so I'm looking for the name of a person. So is it Dennis or Den or... Anyway, I moved on. Boffin-like list. I understand the clue. it's going to be a word that means a list, and it's going to be it's because of the question mark, it's either going to be boffin like, it's like a pun, it's a, it's a bit like somebody who's a boffin, or it's going to be a bit like something that's a list. And that question mark is there to tell you that it's going to be a bit punny. This one, 17 down, heathen, starting in P, ending in heathen, starting in P, ending in AN, is going to be pagan. But initially I didn't understand about the horseback bit, and then I realised that it's father, PA, on a nag backwards, GAN, pagan. Meaning a heathen. So I was pleased with that, got that. 19 down. Now, I got this, but I don't understand it. I didn't understand it. I have now looked it up. Priests take in many on August the 1st. So I thought that I was going to add the letter M, which is obviously used in things like megabyte and megaton, as meaning lots of, thousands of. So I'm going to add an M into a word that means priest. And there are priests called lamas, and if you add an extra M, you get a thing called lamas, which I'd never heard of, but it is a pagan festival that takes place on August the 1st. It certainly took place on August the 1st this year. Whether it always takes place on August the 1st, whether it's like Easter and takes place on other days, I don't know. But I had to look up what lamas was to see if it fitted with lamas take many. That's why cryptic clues are more fun than concise clues, because you didn't need to know what that word was. If it just said event on August the 1st, you've got nothing. But there's more information there. Sorry, I'm teaching you to suck eggs. This was a nice clue. Former Russian leader L-N is clearly Lenin, but Y got up at 9:50, and the reason it got up at 9:50 is easier if you write it in, because it's 9 up followed by L, which is the Roman numeral for 50. So very pleasing. 23 down, just and light is fair, fair is just, fair is of pale complexion. This was a nice clue. No adherent of the Rolling Stones, so it's moss, because moss does not adhere or stick to a rolling stone. Great. While I'm down here, I'm going to have a little look at 27 across, because I'd already decided that it starts with a B and it probably ends with Ness. So I've kind of had some supporting evidence for that. And on some thought, I went for brashness, because rashness would be impetuosity. And is impudence brashness? I always thought it was impudence. Impudence is cheek. Is it brashness? Anyway, yeah, it probably is. I was a little bit unhappy with that, but not to worry. Let us move on. Not partial to the thing I have. So I decided I have was I've, I-V-E, and I chucked that at the end. And then I realised that the thing is an object. So not partial is objective. You know, you're not imposing your view on things. You're being objective. And so now I suddenly think, oh, well, this must be vile. And I have to tell you, I have absolutely no idea how this clue works. 18 across. Instrument is going to be viol, but you can get another one in. Oh, I've just got it. Okay, if you can get another one in. So viol, and you put in on the end, violin. You can get another instrument with in on the end. Oh, well, I didn't get that. But anyway, I've got it now. Let's have a little look down here. So speech is diction. So I thought maybe the diction would start from that D, but the diction starts from this D. And modern is AD, as in not BC. And so it's addiction, dependence on drugs. So that was good. I'd still not got this at this point, but I came down to here and I was quite annoyed with myself because, of course, once I'd got quickly, which is fast, and then I thought about what the meal might be, of course, I got breakfast. And that then helped me with Stephen Hendry. Games of snooker are broken up into frames, and of course a frame is part of a film. So I managed to get that. And then I was quite pleased I got this one, funnily enough, because there's a bird feeder out at the front, and I've only just put it there, and it started to get some visits. And I'd love a visit from a chaffinch, which is a bird. So light-hearted teasing is chaff, part of the foot, as in the measurement, the foot. There are 12 inches in a foot. Oh, I suppose that's the answer, isn't it? It's not a toe, which is part of a foot. 10 across, I don't understand, but I know what, if you're expelled, you're exiled. So I got that. Eastern team were in front, so lead would be in front. I don't get it. I don't know what that's all about. Where did we go next? Boffin-like list. He expects interest to be shown here. So I did get this. I don't understand the whole of the clue. I knew that it was somebody who deposited money who wanted to earn interest. So I went for depositor, as in somebody who deposits money. So he expects interest to be shown. I mean, exposition is showing stuff. I don't get the sort of second half of the clue on that. But it did help me to get 20 across, which is in fact a flower. It's a flower, a rose, meaning rising up. And then this helped me get a list, and I thought a list is an inventory, and it's a funny clue, isn't it? If you're an inventor, you're a bit of a boffin, and if you're inventory, you're a bit like a boffin. And then finally, this obviously wasn't Trip or Troy, it was Tours, because Tours is a French city. It's been around for a while. I've already used Hugh Van Keys, which is the nom de Twitch that I happen to use. So I will use a different name and have myself come fourth in the list. And we can have a little look at how we're doing. Zeno has done it very quickly. Leslie, Hugh Van Keys, there we go, that's previously. Oh, and then I've just failed to beat myself with a little bit more explanation as to the fact that I had done it before. And then rather delightfully at 9, we've got holy shit. And look, mycelium, another fungus at number 13, which is terrific. I think I know who that is. And good luck to them. Right, that was my attempt at the Jersey Evening Post crossword today on Friday the 27th of September. I shall have another go tomorrow, and there isn't one on Sunday. Bye.